All right, guys. So here is the pick a card reading. Right now for the day, we have card pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So I do want to let you know I'm holding the intention that your spirit guides, specifically anyone that's passed away, come through with any messages about your life or what you have going on. So maybe you're finding this video by divine timing. I like to think that, friend. Okay, so just kind of take a minute and just think about or feel their energy, feel them around you, feel their spirit, feel their presence as they guide you to a card. So again, pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. Okay, pick a pile. We're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so for those of you that picked pile number 1, you might be trying to figure out exactly who like your biggest spirit guide is or who's around you the most. Well, basically based on this spread, your spirit guide is going to be people mainly that you didn't necessarily have a connection with on this side. So you might be hearing a lot about like your dad's side of the family or your mom's side of the family, or about people that you don't necessarily know. You just have a lot of spirits around you, and they're saying that in this time they have to be around you. Okay, so you're going to be anxious, you're going to get hot flashes, you're going to have dreams that don't mean anything, just a lot of vivid signs, because you have so many spirits around you. This is talking about over the course, well, let's talk about the past 3 years, okay? Over the past 3 years, you've been on this spiritual journey, this spiritual awakening, and everything around you has changed, okay? So nothing is the same. You don't even really think the same, but out of these new thoughts, friend, you're kind of getting a lot of this fear energy. What this person or these people that you actually have on the other side are saying is that out of this fear energy, it's like you just always, it feels like something is really coming against you. Like it's almost scary. So you're right, friend. There is something coming against you. There is negative energy there. That's why you have so many different spirit guides just coming forward and surrounding you at this time. Okay. You might notice that you have like toothaches or knee pains, whatever is happening with your body right now is happening because you have a lot of spirit guides around you. So don't worry. Okay. It looks like there has to be a focus here. And honestly, you've never had to try this hard to complete anything, but in this season and in this time in your life, you are finding yourself having to focus a lot more. Okay. Now, one thing that you want to do is you want to start burning your white candles. You could burn a white candle like the ones that are in the glass in the doorway. This is just going to open up the energy for some of these ancestors and spirit guides to kind of come through. Prepare for a battle, and don't let that scare you when I say that, but the message here is to prepare for a battle. You have to prepare. Your spirit guides are already ready, and I think that you have to prepare to be shocked. You have to prepare for bad things to happen, but you're gonna make it through. It's like you're standing there clueless, but your spirit guides and ancestors are surrounding you. So I love that. So prepare for a battle. Know that you have people around you, and know that you do have to stay extremely focused. But I'm not worried about you. I think you have a lot of good spirits on your team. Do the candle thing, friend, and I know that'll help. All right, so group number 2. Okay, let's take a look and see what your cards are. Friend, right away, someone is trying to make you forget. Okay, I'm gonna say something. This is more so supernatural right here. So I think your problems and your issues are supernatural from what your loved one on the other side is saying. Your loved one on the other side is saying that you're finally realizing and recognizing that, hey, there's something like going on in the universe here when it comes to you. Something is trying to make you forget. Okay, now this could be people, but you'll notice how all of your situations energetically are pushing you to the past. You're spending a lot of time reminiscing about things that don't really matter right now. And what I mean by that is, friend, you're thinking about the past, and even if you were to figure the past out mentally, it still wouldn't help you right now in the space that you're in. Okay, you have to be very careful about letting these thoughts flow from your mind out of your mouth. Okay, there's going to be trying situations around you that are really going to emotionally impact you so much. Okay, I'm talking about making you extremely angry, making you extremely upset, making you extremely vulnerable, and you have to choose peace every time. The spiritual attack on your life that's happening right now is trying to attack your emotions, because if your emotions fall down, from what I can see, it all falls down. Okay, if your mental falls down, it all falls down. And I'm gonna say something. Okay, the Conley card is directly behind, but it is on the far right. This is a card that represents your ultimate fear. Okay, I think you can feel your fear coming into fruition, but it's not necessarily going to happen. Okay, because you're not going to let it happen. You know what boundaries and what lines to not cross. Let's be clear. Don't cross those boundaries. Don't cross those lines, and you'll never go back to the worst spot in your life. What I do love about this spread is this is saying that the worst that you're thinking could happen, you've been there before. So if you're thinking that something bad is going to happen, friend, you've already been there before. You've already conquered it. It doesn't get any worse than how it's got in the past. At this time may be bad, but you've been through worse. And I love this lifeline here that's saying, hey, it's not going to be any more worse for you. Okay, make sure that you're staying focused. You might notice, okay, that people are asking you or looking at you, trying to figure out like what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Your spirit guide is saying to keep some thoughts and emotions to yourself, because intuitively you already know that if you express these thoughts, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be an issue. Okay, this entire spread, an entire message from whoever that person is that's passed away, is saying tell them that they don't have to change how they feel. They have to change how they express their feelings, because they are around some very sensitive people. You have a good heart. You have a beautiful heart. Okay? Don't change anything about your heart. Everything's going to start making sense soon. Okay? You feel like you're drowning. You feel like you're underwater. You don't know exactly what's happening. They're saying before they even get into all that, you've got to make a promise with them and promise them that you'll never change how you feel. Okay, so whoever that is, friend, put their name in the comment section. Let me manifest with you. Let your friends manifest with you in the comment section. But friend, we're here building community. Okay, we need to do this together. We can't do it together. So that's what I have for group 2. All right, friend, those of you that picked group 3, okay, I can see like this really bright aura around your spirit. Like group 3, let's see what your cards are. Group 3, hero energy. Okay, hero energy. If you picked group 3, you're part of the chosen few. Okay, not the chosen few period. You're just a part of the chosen few right now. And I'm saying that because I want you to know that the people around you can get to the mental level that you're at. It's like you're taking every single thing that you've been through and you're finally putting your best foot forward. There are a lot of things happening in your future that's good, and I think you have the ability and the gift to predict them. You have that psychic ability, that spiritual gift, that spiritual discernment to predict them. And the reason why you're not right now is because in your life, friend, you're not supposed to be able to predict your next move. Okay? Think about it. You've gotten to where you're at without predicting your next move. Why mess that up now just because you're gifted? That's what your spirit guides are saying. Okay? Demetra is here, and this is the spirit of standing in front. Finally in front. You're finally going to get the recognition that you need, but your spirit guides are making sure that the right people recognize you. So you're going to go through this breaking point in relationships, this breaking point in friendships, this breaking point in families and everything like that, because your spirit guides know that you're a great person. They know that you need to be recognized, but they've had enough of the wrong people feeding off of your energy. Okay? But don't change anything about your heart. What you'll notice this year is people will compliment you and it'll be authentic. But here's a problem. You're going to have a hard time discerning who's authentic and who's not authentic. Okay, but your spirit guides are not. So when these relationships and these friendships feel like they're ripping from you, friends, you have to help your spirit guides separate them. You have to help your spirit guides cut the cord here. Okay, the cord has to be cut. Okay, it's not about being around other people. You don't need anybody's company. Okay, you do best when you're by yourself, and not saying that you have to spend your life alone, but you need to just realize that even with people, you're still better alone, because it's all your energy, all you. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Mwah.